So I feel like I just heard on the news and obviously have seen on Instagram on The Bachelor um, that they have a new host. So tonight it looks like we are going to see a whole new Bachelor Nation arise, honestly. Like, their last host was phenomenal. I heard that he did something really silly that he shouldn't have done. And, in fairness, I think we all do things that we shouldn't have done. Um, his is just heightened because he's famous on TV, and right now people are just digging deep into almost everybody and wondering if they should be in the faces of so many. And I think that may be a little bit more personal, is why the host is leaving and they have a new one. So I'm really excited to see the show tonight. It's 2 hours. I'm just looking at my cat. It's going to be 2 hours of just pure nonsense. It's coming on right now. I'm so excited, you guys. This is going to be a great show, I'm sure.
Tonight, Matt faces the women he sent home.
I really thought I was going to meet your family. Is it me?
And it all leads
I am very much in love. I'm completely in love with you. I'm so in love with you.
How enough is love enough?
to the heart-stopping
I'm ready to make that commitment.
Bachelor season finale.
Can I get there? What's the right thing to do?
The Bachelor, new tonight on ABC.
Saw a little bit of the commercial. I know her hair is like a little wild, you guys. I strained it for the zoo yesterday and I just let it be. This is fresh makeup, by the way. I almost didn't even do it. I gotta be honest with you guys. Oh, my nails all like, I want to be in the image. um, I almost didn't even do my makeup. I thought like maybe I should show you guys in my more natural form. But then we live in such a superficial world. You guys are so on it. Like, you know this. And I didn't feel comfortable, which is kind of a sad thing to say, that I didn't even feel comfortable enough to just be in my most natural form with you guys. But I do like when my makeup is on, I gotta be honest. But, so I have like a video that I took earlier, a situation that had happened when I went to the Fry's grocery store. And I just got done watching it before I did a few of these videos. And I thought to myself, do I want to share it with you guys? And then I don't know. It almost is something that I might keep to myself, which is kind of rare. So I'm sure, since I've already brought the topic up, at some point I will reveal the information into what it is that I'm even speaking upon. But right now, it's about The Bachelor. So we're just waiting for these commercials to end and the show to begin, and it is on. Thank you guys for staying with me and watching until the end. Probably gonna couch potato another show. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So today, what happened, right? I'm still unsure if I want to share it, but like, I don't know. So I didn't look like this. I'll probably cut like a tiny little piece of the video just to show you guys kind of what I look like. But I had a person approach me and kind of scared me. Not because like you approached me, but it caught me off guard. I wasn't prepared. I had just left the dispensary to go to Fry's to get some money because they were doing some wildness, right? So the amount for my product was $22.50, and then when I'm looking off to the left or the right, I'm just kind of like looking at my visuals around. I'm not reading anything. Um, oh, oh shit, the show.
It's a shocking women tell all.
It's just hard to hear yourself being called a hoe, an idiot, or a shady bitch.
All of your favorite women from this season are back. Katie, Piper, Serena C, Chelsea, Abigail, Serena B, Yesenia, MJ, and Victoria.
I'm not toxic.
Okay, girlfriend.
Sign up to get my name slandered.
You called her a high-end escort.
I was angry.
Scores will be 7.
Yes, I was involved in drama because I was going through like levels of pain. That's fake as hell.
And Matt returns to face the women that went home.
I wish that we could have
Oh,
gotten
Chris
more
is still
time to
gonna do the
explore.
interview. I thought that they were switching hosts.
So much.
Is there any part of you that thinks maybe I made the wrong call?
I think a lot of the girls made many bad calls. Yes.
Starts right now.
Yay. Previously recorded.
Hello, Bachelor Nation. I'm Chris Harrison.
Whoa.
And welcome
That's
to a
not very fair.
special, very intimate episode of The Bachelor, The Women Tell All. This really has been a wild season. Filled
Yes.
with more exhilarating romance, shocking surprises, and explosive drama than any of us were prepared for. Especially our Bachelor, Matt James. Matt will join us later right here on this stage, and trust me, there is a lot to talk about. And we'll get an exclusive sneak peek at how Matt's dramatic journey will end. You might think you know what's going to happen. I don't think you do. But first, all your favorite women are here with me tonight, and they are ready to get into all the heartbreak, all the drama, and yes, all the rumors. Ladies, welcome.
Well,
Good to see you
I
again.
don't think they want to. I think they're just going to.
You guys look good. Welcome. Wow, Katie, Abigail, Chelsea going blonde over there. I love it.
This is my natural color.
Or the presence of royalty, I see. Ladies, seriously, thank you for being here. It's good to see everybody. You know, it was, well, we use this word a lot, unprecedented. It was a wild season on a lot of levels. We had this amazing Bachelor. Caleb, what was it like walking up to Matt that night, walking in and seeing all of these women?
It was exhilarating to meet Matt James for the first time. It was super exciting. I think I blacked out for a good portion of it.
He was just super easy to talk to, so he just blew my expectations out of the water right away.
I was so nervous, but my dress made me feel confident, and I was like, I'm just gonna walk up here and look amazing.
You pulled it off quite well. You did. Well, it was absolutely a wild season with more tears and controversy than ever before. Again, we had an amazing Bachelor. We have an incredible group of women. So yeah, there's bound to be drama and competition. Let's take a look.
Matt is the most gorgeous man I've ever seen.
Matt James is 1,000 on the hot scale.
Yum. Daddy.
Emotions are really high.
All these women are ready to fight for Matt.
I'm here to fight for Matt's heart.
We're going to war.
I'm gonna kill a bitch for Matt.
People are pissed. You are the freaking arsonist.
If you're being a bitch, I'm gonna tell you you're being a bitch.
I never want to hear your name or see your face again.
You were rude to me earlier, like if you want to go there.
With all these women dating him at the same time, emotions are getting fired up pretty quickly.
Sarah is such a calculating little bitch. Sarah doesn't need Matt. Sarah needs a Xanax.
And I think that moving into the 2-on-1, it was double down. You know, she continued to deny, and I felt like, okay, well, this is going nowhere, essentially.
Do you wish you'd owned it, or are you kind of hoping it would just kind of go away?
MJ does not want her to talk. Oh, there we go.
Was at the 2-on-1, and I said that I acknowledged it and I apologized because I did interject humor into a situation that I was uncomfortable, and it got taken.
Why are all these girls outlining their lips so terribly? Just follow the line of your lip. It's so easy. Why do you have to go way up and above? You think that these guys and we girls don't see that? We do. We see it. Trust me. TV or not, it looks terrible.
What she said to certain people, but it was something that he felt the need to address because he could have just went back and talked to you about it.
He also didn't know until all you girls brought that to his attention.
Because I want to move forward. One of the interesting things this season, 5 new women arrived.
Yeah, that was a lot of trouble. And only like, what, one, maybe 2 stayed?
Ryan, you were one of those new ladies. What was that like, and how contentious was it?
I mean, I think for the 5 of us that came in, it was very uncomfortable, awkward. It was a lot of disrespect initially. The minute Victoria took the tiara off of Catalina's head, I was like, that's a little too far. It was just a rough start.
How far is too
I think
far.
Victoria's
I
feeling
that,
like she's
for
getting
example,
attacked right now.
calling other
I don't
women
think she can handle this.
disgusting or a slur,
This is
so
too
she
much
can
for her.
in any circumstance.
it's just hard to hear yourself being called a hoe on national television, you know, when I'm not. Dancers aren't hoes, you know, being a member of the arts community, we are so much more than that. We provide entertainment and emotion, and just, you know, it was hurtful.
Do you think you're a super sensitive person though? Because I've been
She's all laughing.
but the memes about my eye that was swollen, the memes about my bra straps, and like I'll wear something with my bra showing, like all
Wow, girl, look at that revealing outfit. She looks like a naked disco ball. Hold on, we gotta show you guys this.
I think that anybody can be emotional in a situation when they're
No, not her. We're talking about Victoria.
So,
Victoria looks like a naked disco ball.
But even right now, like with your attitude, it's kind
Look at her, a dancing naked disco ball. Ah, Victoria, why are you wearing this?
Say the things that you did. So sit in the seat and just take it and own it.
Oh.
I guess I'm just a little bit puzzled as to why you're like holding on to this emotional anger right now.
That's the whole point of this show, girl. Like, that's the whole point of this show, is to discuss all the drama that's been presented by, like, all these girls.
She still is upset about things. You apologize for them because you knew they were wrong.
You apologize because you got caught in there on TV.
No, I was just asking, are you a sensitive person? Because I have been called way more horrible things on the internet and I brush it off.
I mean, on the internet isn't on national TV.
I was called a bully on TV.
Okay, but maybe you were.
Ladies, I want to take a quick break. I know everybody has a lot to say. We will get to it. Everyone's going to have their time, but we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back. More of the Women Tell All right after this.
Pretty baby, darling.
For me personally, I know people tolerated it, and that's just something that I couldn't do. It does suck to watch.
What is
it and
Katie
hear
talking about?
You call me disgusting over and over again.
She started a lot of this mess. She went to Matt specifically. Even when she wasn't even being spoken to by him, she went after him. Like, hey, by the way, these girls are doing this, this, and that.
And we're just getting to watch it back. So again, I'm just so sorry. Thank you. You know, I do accept your apology. If that brings you peace and me, I'm ready to move on from this experience. We all went through something really hard, and I know some of you guys are experiencing backlash right now, and that's your own karma. So
What?
I really just want to move
How
on.
is she going to accept apology but then say something like that, girl?
I appreciate Katie saying that it's all karma coming back to
Yeah.
us. Everyone doesn't deserve the attacking that they're getting online. Like, what's going on?
I agree. I think death threats are unacceptable. I think body shaming
Ugh.
is unacceptable. But we all said
She makes my stomach
no one
hurt.
made you say anything, and some of you can't accept what it was that you did in the house.
What did I do in the house? Why are you lumping everyone together?
I'm not. The house actually did have some great women, and unfortunately, drama overshadowed it. Where people like Kayla, who's amazing, went home, and I do feel bad that some of the drama took away from some of the great women here.
Why did she even Kayla is like, why did you bring my name up? You could see it in her eyes and the way that her eyelashes fluttered. Katie needs to just shut the fuck. Exactly.
To Matt, and then causing the domino effect that led to every single drama in the house that you wanted.
Yes.
You came at Sarah harder than almost anybody.
And I said that to
And
Sarah, and I
the
said
next day you
that to
flipped
Matt.
the switch. Excuse me, I'm still speaking. You flipped the switch the next day and you were like, oh, because now I know her story, we should all be nice to her.
Absolutely, it was a reality check for me.
But that's fake as hell.
It's not. It's called learning. It's called growing.
I would like to know how you felt like bringing up anything in the house was going to help or did help your relationship with Matt.
I didn't look at it as a way to help my relationship with him.
That
It was
light
just
is
being
poorly
who I am.
placed
I am
right
very
there
outspoken, you know,
behind
I speak my mind,
Kit.
And for me, it was just kind of like my last straw. We have to live in this house for up to 2 months. And what I was experiencing personally, it sucked. And so for me, I felt like I owed it to Matt and to myself and to the environment to let him know my opinions.
And I would, if I could, like, I'm not gonna shout like, oh my god, this is bullying toxic if it doesn't affect me. I'm gonna take, you know, the cues from the women that it actually affects. Yes, you can make space for people, but you have to uplift their voices first. We owed it like a dialogue before saying, oh, it's toxic, instead of like opening up the floor like Chelsea did in that episode, which said, is that bullying? Is that toxic?
Thank you.
And like people were able to like hash it out.
I just think she wanted to do it to light a flame and start a fire.
Yeah.
Because if it really was an issue, Brittany and Ryan would have had the opportunity to tell Matt.
I don't believe that it was Katie's goal in any way to somehow improve her relationship with Matt.
That's because you're the same kind of girl, and we're gonna cut you off. I don't want to hear you talk. Chris, we have a lot to talk about.
One woman who hasn't spoken tonight at all, and I want to bring you up here. Brittany, come join me in the hot seat.
Why are we talking to Brittany? What's so special about her?
It's good to see you. Thank you. Obviously, you came in late, and you came in hot, and immediately, one of the craziest rumors that I have heard in the 20 years of doing this show enveloped you, took over your entire journey, and in the end,
Oh
maybe
God,
you were a chance
that
to find love
comment.
on this show. I want to talk all about it. We're going to take a look back, but first, craziest rumors I have heard in the history of this show, and that is essentially that you were a high-end escort.
I mean, honestly, there's nothing really wrong with that.
Network TV. I want to hear all about it, but first let's take a look back and see.
Like, just because you're a high-end escort doesn't mean that you're having sex with people. High-end escort is like going and traveling with men, even women, honestly, any sex, and entertaining them, but not sexually. If you take it to a sexual level, then you're a prostitute.
This isn't fair. Brittany, we're both from Chicago.
She's just a wild woman.
Sketchy. So you quarantined and then just stayed in your room as a backup?
I just wanted to save the best for last.
I know people who know of her. I almost want to be like, yo girl, like I know some dirt on you. Don't mess with me. Tweets.
Yeah, we already got that.
Rumors that she is entertaining men for money. There is a rumor that Brittany may be an escort. I actually was getting messages from people in Chicago that like you're an escort and all this stuff.
Wait, you were telling people in the house that? No, I'm not an escort. Like, it's just like so ridiculous to even like say that, like to have that come out of my mouth, like making like a conclusion about me before you like even know me. That's in general, like I can handle my emotions really well, but like right now I just want to like just cry. And
This is
then I
really
came
pretty
to
natural.
apologize, and she was just like, you know, when we first came here, we kind of went around the house and we were telling everyone that you're an escort, and like that's not true, and like everyone back at home knows that's not true.
Right.
It sucks because this is on national TV. Like my mom watches this show, and like this could ruin my entire life. I didn't sign up to be like bullied and harassed. Like it really hurts. 4 hours, I was just completely tore down. I like never felt so low like that in my entire life. And
What I'm wondering is, did these girls really think that they're going to be welcomed in, honestly, by each other, and then they're all just going to be really good friends? Like, honestly,
when I first
you're
got
there
back, like,
competing
didn't want to be around my family.
for one
Um,
man.
It was like really hard to even text my friends back the first couple weeks. Sorry.
But this show knows exactly what they're doing. They know that there's certain girls that there's no reason why this guy would ever choose them, and they purposely put them into the show to create drama. That's the only reason why people like me are watching it, and me doing this show. So it's all hand in hand. If it had no drama, we wouldn't watch it. The show wouldn't exist. These people could go find each other and date each other off of Facebook and Instagram and all these other different apps. It's no different. Swipe left, swipe right. Now here we're just airing it and honestly searching and seeking the drama. That is what's entertaining about the show. This is why we have a tell-all.
Honestly, there's no reason ever to take down another woman
You did that for a guy.
without ever thinking of the consequences, especially in that moment. It was awful.
Oh, you thought about
And
it. You knew what
I
you were
am
doing.
still like, after watching the aftermath, I am
She's a
100
liar.
times more sorry. Just because I know I'm getting like a little glimmer of it, and I can't even imagine what it's like to be you. And like, it just sucks that I did that to someone else. It just was like this ball that kept rolling, and everything in the situation I did was wrong. I'm sorry. This all sucks.
You know, even after.
I think she actually means it. She was like trying not to cry. Did you notice that? You could see that in her, right? Like little cues.
And I don't know, I just really hope that this is genuine.
It is. It actually
It was just
is.
like hard for me to believe when you had, you know, X amount of
She's a
time,
bitch.
reach out to me.
End of story. She's a bitch, but I think that she actually means it.
I think everything that I've ever said came from anger. And I, like I said, been sincerely trying to work on that. I don't want to be an angry person anymore who lashes out. I'd like to know what your motive was behind the rumor. I mean,
That's
I know
a good
you said it was out
question.
of anger, but was there some kind of goal? Were you trying to get her sent home? Were you trying to get the rest of the house to turn against her? What was the point? Honestly, like I said before, I can't justify anything. I was insecure and I lashed out. It all stemmed from my own insecurities. I was insecure about myself. I was insecure about my time with Matt. And I was insecure even being like next to these amazing women in the house. There wasn't a motive. I know that sounds stupid.
But who are the people that told you messages? Because where are you getting these concepts from that you're casting judgment?
I did receive messages from people who knew your ex-boyfriends and people who went to school with you, and like Chicago's a small town.
I mean, like, is it your place to bring it into
No,
the house?
completely, it wasn't. And I know that what I said can't be unsaid and the damage can't be undone, but I would like to help repair some of that damage. I just want you to know that I am 100% sincere when I say, like, I am so sorry for that.
I appreciate it. You know, I do sympathize with Anna for that, and I do accept your apology. But what I want people to take away from this is just like, words can really affect you. I don't want people to feel bad for me, and I don't want Anna to get hated on. You know, people make mistakes. And then I also want to address, you know, people that are in the sex working industry. It's just like, don't let somebody tear you down for that. I believe that everyone deserves love, and nobody's life is worth more or means less based on the occupation.
I don't know what she lacked in experience from these other girls, but they all equally got bullied in some sort of a way. And they're all honestly getting their hearts broken, especially during these, well, after the family moment. When are they going to show that on the show, actually? Like, when they're doing the overnights, is that going to be tomorrow or next week? Like, how does this work? That's when the hearts are really going to start breaking. And I think that's when we probably will see Rachel leave. I think that she probably couldn't take it. That's my theory. I do not have a full answer onto that yet, but we will see. I'm sure Matt's super excited about that. He's probably nervous. His heart is probably racing.
Some of the most outrageous moments that Bachelor Nation never got to see.
Oh, okay.
Ready for this? I don't think you are.
Yes, we are.
One date that actually didn't make air, which is really rare. It was called What's in the Box.
Oh, God.
And you ladies got to find out what was in the box. Let's take a look.
Rain shopping can be intimidating and a bit scary. I dare you to pick a rain out of one of these rain boxes.
What are the rain boxes?
What is it?
Killer Amazon cockroaches? Okay. Wow, this is disgusting.
I feel like this is actually easy for her.
Fire crickets.
I'd be so scared.
Flesh-eating worms?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, read it. Putting your hand in a bowl of worms. Oh.
Come on.
Oh my God.
For me, it would be more the spiders. That's funny.
We're just a set of 2, so I was like, don't worry, I'll go twice.
Yeah.
Wrong choice. Absolutely wrong choice. And you don't think it's real until you feel something crawl up your hand because you can't see it. Oh, my life shifted really quick.
Who had the worst experience? Jacinda, you didn't seem to love it.
No, not at all. I mean, if anything, I thought, okay, power through it and go, you know what? They're more scared of you than you are of them, so I went for it.
We thought that was going to go well, but as you'll see, it didn't.
Oh my God.
Let's go! This is a race for love. Now, ladies, I need every bite.
Oh.
I need syrup all over these pancakes. Tons of syrup, please.
This is really hard.
They are the most dense pancakes I've ever had in my life. I'm like choking on them.
There's no rules right now. You just gotta. However you can get it down, you gotta get it down.
That actually looks really gross.
We have a cheater pumpkin eater.
Victoria, I saw that. I saw you dump some pancakes on the ground.
I'm not eating that. There's literally no rules. You gotta eat it.
Annexation! Go, 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 go! And last drop, nothing spills.
I'm here. Hello. I start cheating. I'm gonna finish cheating.
Victoria, this is the one time I will say, I don't mind you cheating. That was probably the way to go.
Yeah.
I don't think those were pancakes. I think that was cement.
Yes.
Tell me.
Get in here. Okay, I get it. He's a great hider. Everywhere.
Oh, I can't wait to see how she's gonna be.
Yes.
Matt!
Raw eggs. Oh my god. Really?
Get those eggs and start chugging.
I'll start us off, yeah.
Come on, what are you wearing?
That's disgusting.
Eggs, it's my biggest fear. I'm like, pull through, whatever you do, do not puke.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I would just like, I'm sorry. This is about finding love. This isn't like, what the fuck is this shit? Thank God they didn't really put this on the show. I mean, they're showing it now, but yeah, we didn't need to see that any of the nights that I was either drinking wine or just enjoying my night with you. That's no. Yeah, there you go, Kit. Toss it behind you. Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. Do it. No, I don't want to do it. Ooh. Yeah. That's disgusting.
A little reversal of fortune there. I love how all of you, even now, MJ. By the way, MJ, eggs are your biggest fear?
Birds, but there's all encompassing. I just don't like them. You know, there's
You
things
and
you
Kate
don't have to
Roberto,
like.
that's a very interesting fear.
Just don't have to like them. You know, there's certain things you can have boundaries. Like, I don't like those things.
Which fear came first?
You don't
the
like
chicken or the
birds?
That's a great question.
I love birds.
egg? Well, look, there was a lot of drama this season, but as you can see, we also had a good time as well. Coming up, Katie is going to be joining me in the hot seat to talk about her memorable entrance, tearful exit, and everything in between. All that and more on The Bachelor, the Women Tell All return.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so tired. I'm like ready to fall asleep to this show because now it's just getting super boring. You got Chris talking to each of the girls. It's like a feel-good moment. I'm not even going to attempt to record or share any parts of it because it's just the nonsense that we've already seen, or them trying to explain why they even came onto the show. It's like, we know why you came on this show. You're either looking for people to look at you on your Instagram, you're trying to get attention from other people, you weren't really there for Matt, or you were there for Matt, or you're just trying to prove something to yourself or to somebody else. Like, that's what all this is, and I'm not going to record it, so I'm going to go take a break myself and eat something. While these girls are convincing themselves that they were actually here for Matt, I am going to eat chicken Caesar salad. And then I also have a oh wow, though, goodbye. Anyway, so I have some groups and I have the chicken salad. It's with fruit. It's delicious. I know that was a terrible bite. That's what we're eating.
This is not me. I am not.
Salad.
Blindly follows
Chicken salad sandwich with fruit in it.
feelings and emotions. Like, I really should have stuck to that.
Not the greatest, but super yummy. That's what happens. You're on TV.
That's a lot. What goes through your head when you're watching that?
I think that I'm.
These girls are so young.
shocked now
I'm
rewatching it,
23 years old.
because I didn't see it coming, and I did that to myself because I was so hyper focused on that relationship. I wasn't paying attention to the other women, and I think I kind of blindsided myself in that. It was really hard because one of the last conversations I had with Matt was like about my family and meeting them, and he asked me about my dad, and we had this whole conversation, and then for that to kind of
happen.
around and be like, but just kidding. That's not what's next. That was really hard.
When you got on,
Yeah.
When you're leaving, you said, "I don't even care." What, you really feel that way?
Well, no, she cares.
I think it was the shock.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. It's like a competition, remember?
I really cared, you know. The tears are real, so I think it was just me trying
They're real for you.
to deflect.
Well, you went so far as to say, "I'm falling in love with you." Were you in love with Matt?
Yeah, I was definitely.
And I think you still are.
I think by the time that I got to
My
know
ball
him, I
keeps
told him
hitting
I
the
was falling in
plate.
love
It's
with him,
making
and
a
I think
sound.
by that point, I was
Oh, now it's not.
in love with him, and I think that for me, the easiest thing to vocalize was, "Oh, I'm falling in love with you," because that still kept that one wall up. The "Oh, I'm not there yet, so like, you can't have all of my happiness," but I was 100% in.
And in the one-on-one, he said he could be free with his emotions and his feelings as well. Do you feel like he was?
Mm-hmm.
I trusted that he was in the moment. I don't know, you know, obviously hindsight's 2020, so looking back on all of his experiences, I don't know if he was 100% honest with me and how he was feeling, because
No, I don't think Matt was very honest with a lot of you girls, actually. I feel like he was trying to tell you guys a lot of the time what you wanted to hear.
I think that we were in completely different books at that point, but Matt has this amazing ability to make everybody feel really special, and I think
This is true.
all women here can relate to that. And in the moment, I really went for it, but everything that I thought was wrong, and I was absolutely heartbroken, soul crushed, whatever. But
Okay.
I need something yummy to drink. What am I going to drink? I'm going to have this to drink. This is going to be the Powerade Zero Sugar Sports Drinks Mixed Berry. Yep. So, that's going to be delicious with everything that I'm eating. Yay. That was such a good salad. We got something in my tooth. We don't want that.
I'm going to make another toast, and this is to unconventional living and breaking the norm.
Oh, I love that.
The feelings that I'm already having for you.
It's like a little haul.
This experience is
My
they're real.
other ortho that I had, she's awful. I don't want to get into that. That salad was good.
Hey, buddy. You're really killing the mood.
Welcome back to a very special Women Tell All.
Special, more like boring.
With me tonight, and in a moment, Matt will be out here. He's going to talk to everybody, face everybody that he said goodbye to, and that's going to be interesting. But before we get to that,
That's going to be interesting.
I need to speak with, and she's going to come up and join me because she said,
I don't really want to record any of these girls' stories. They're just trying to convince the world why they done acted and appeared in this show the way that they did.
UFC,
I'm going to sit here and record that nonsense. I just won't.
Tough goodbyes, and we have had people leave the show before, but usually it's long before hometowns. It's long before we get to these overnight dates. And you know, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
there
you
was
did
a
leave
point in time I thought you
abruptly.
I thought you really were.
And there was so many times I thought it could become a night too, if I'm being honest. I mean, there was a very large part of this journey that I saw it being Matt and I at the end, and I was so hopeful for that for us.
At the end, you chose to leave and say goodbye. I want to
Serena
talk
Pugh.
about how that happened and why.
What's he was
after we
talking
take a
to?
look.
So my name's Serena, and I heard that you're very tall. And
I heard you're very tall.
something to help me get on your level.
I heard you're very tall.
First time was
Really? And then she gets like a...
So handsome. I mean, I think it's completely undeniable. Chess was very romantic.
you don't seem smitten. And
Why is she even saying that? Like, oh, he's everything I've ever wanted for you.
I messed up.
She knew that she could manipulate her like that and get her to walk away. She totally knew she did. That is not a good friend.
I do have
Even
this
worse.
in my stomach sometimes with Matt, like a lack of certainty.
Family really likes to manipulate
Relationship
who you're with. It's like,
my ability
this is my partner. This isn't yours. This is mine. This is my choice. You made yours. This is mine.
to torn up over it.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I feel like she was looking for validation like Sarah too, though.
I can't make you happy. You know those things. So you then like, that stinks.
It was a really hard
Yep.
realization to come to, and I'm still coming to terms with it. It's just hitting me that that's the last time I'm gonna see him. It's hard to wonder if I'm making a mistake.
You're not following your heart, you're following someone else's, and that I think was what you said. That's her sister. Her sister and her mom influenced her a lot then. She's trying not to cry.
I see you trying to compose yourself and
Yeah.
fight back whatever it is you're feeling.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's obviously the first time that I'm watching that back, and
You're telling me you didn't sit and watch this show this entire
brings
season?
me back to how
I don't
was
believe that.
feeling in that moment, and I'm just kind of re-feeling all of those things all at once.
It all seemed to change when you saw your family. Is
Mm-hmm.
that fair?
Exactly.
Going into hometowns, I know I felt so
Your
good
mom
about the
changed your
relationship.
decision. That friend, the sister, whatever she is to you,
And
also
I
influenced your
really
decision.
just wanted that reassurance from my family, and I was so hopeful that that was going to be the day. You know, I was going to see him with my family, and I was going to talk to them, and they did see how amazing that was, and they saw our chemistry. But I was hoping that hearing them just kind of reaffirm everything I already knew about Matt was going to be what
You're hoping they'd come in and be like,
This
"Oh,
is a
you're
really
so
sad
much,
girl.
I see this," and you're like, "Yes," but instead it was not that. It was, "Don't make a mistake."
I think that at that point I really needed to reflect on where I was at and where that relationship was going.
It was heartbreaking watching you talk to your mom.
This is a really sad
What was
girl.
that conversation like for you?
She's influenced by her family that much to make that sort of a decision.
It brought clarity.
She's never gonna be happy.
It just wasn't the clarity.
They're not gonna let her be happy.
that day, because there was this feeling in my gut that I was really scared to trust, because I don't think I wanted to, because I really wanted it to work out with Matt and I. But talking to my mom, I mean,
Talking to my mom, exactly.
just kind of boiled over onto the surface. I mean, I
Diamond,
wasn't sitting there.
I may and may not always like whoever you're with, but like ultimately, if they make you happy, you gotta weigh that. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh, my mom hates him. Okay, I'm gonna dump you now. Mom said no, I'm dumping you now. You know, regardless of the sex, male or female, I don't care who you have. Like, nope, mom said no. I can't marry you. Mom said no. Mom said no. Mom said no. I need longer hair. Mom said no. She's gonna put me in the tower. She said no. I said no. That's like, this is what I'm hearing right now. I said no. That's exactly what this is.
I care about him still.
Bitch, you're stupid. I'm gonna go ahead and end this real quick.
There he is.
Diamond.
Come on. James Harden in the middle. James Harden. I'm already giving you a hard time on the beard. Go.
Everybody's giving him a hard time right now.
Bold choice.
You just gave him a hard time. You didn't even let him walk out the damn show so I could fucking see his shit. And you're like, oh, he's hideous.
I've gone through a lot, probably women, so I feel like this is it's like,
I like it.
you like it?
Yeah, I do. Ladies, what do we think?
I mean, it does look a little bit better than what he looked like before, but still not really, I don't know.
How you doing? How is this?
It's different. You know, I've never had to address this many women at one time that I used to have a relationship with, however long or short that was. So I was super nervous heading into tonight, and especially with how
I already knew
some
that.
of that time ended with some of the women here. I was definitely looking forward to getting back and having a chance to hear everybody out.
A lot of firsts this season, a lot of things that were different, and again, a guy who's never been through this process before. And so that first night, what was your approach? I know you're a very thoughtful guy. What was your plan, and did that hold up?
I think it's safe to say that nothing ever goes as planned. There's nothing that can prepare you for when you're thrown out there and someone's holding a big vibrator in front of you. So, again, nothing could really prepare me for that moment. But when the women would come in a pizza truck, come in a truck from North Carolina, you know, they gave me energy throughout the night. So I felt like I was less nervous as they got out of the limo and we headed inside.
I have to remind Bachelor Nation about, you're not privy to everything that happens. You don't get to see all the conversations. You're not watching everything that's going on in the house. And you're watching it back. Are you surprised at the level of drama and what was going on? And are you surprised by what you've seen?
Well, obviously.
We could have gotten more time to
I hate how
explore what
MJ
that
outlined her
relationship could look
lips.
like, but at the end of the day, I'm dealing with these things as they come at me. And I just had to make that decision for myself.
I think like we can all look.
That
back
is
and say,
such a
"No, it's
terrible
not.
lip
It's all
liner
learning
job.
experience, and you did a great job."
I really hate when they're on the TikTok like, how would they know? How would they know? Bitch, I fucking can see it. That's how I know. Look at your shit. Get a mirror.
Yeah.
Start all over.
Yeah.
Is it that weird eyeball thing that I was saying? The way he kisses? Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. It's so gross. I couldn't handle it. I said that in like, what, the first or second show that I had done? I just couldn't do it. Like, look at that. It's crazy. Yeah, your weird eye contact. Again. And again. And again. Yes. I mean, it's weird. No. Stop. I can't handle that shit.
When you're right there and you're just like glancing over her face, it's just like, wow, you're gorgeous.
I'm gonna suck your face is what I'm doing.
Be honest. Did you know that you did this coming into being The Bachelor?
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was like a no-no. Like I didn't know.
This is an eye-opening experience for you.
Yeah,
I'm
legitimately.
watching it back, I'm like, that's kind of weird. So I'm like, I'm doing self-reflection. Like, I should probably start kissing my eyes closed.
I hate to kiss and dish.
Yeah, can we just stop this subject? We're done. It's just so weird. Like,
Brought it up to you.
You did.
it's just so weird.
I had no idea.
Ladies, can we just take a brief poll? Eyes closed, yeah?
Yes. Eyes closed. Yes, agreed. I like how Jimmy Kimmel just called those girls like the toddlers. I'm here for that. Hell yeah. And then I think that they're doing Coming Back to America too. Diamond brought that to my attention earlier as well.
Facing the women for the first
Thinking it was already made, but it's gonna be released, you said, right? March.
I know you were new to all this, but it was a pretty amazing ride.
It was a wild ride during the pandemic. That's what it was.
My time with you all, and it's something that I'm going to take with me, and I hope that you all have things that you learned about yourselves.
Yeah, I think a lot of people learned a lot about themselves.
It's going to be a strong part of our story going forward. So,
Who did you choose? That's what I want to know.
To bring into this, Abigail, did you have anything you want to say, Matt?
No, I just want to say thank you. For
Everybody's gonna say thank you to
experience.
Matt.
I think we had a really good time together, but it just wasn't in the cards for us.
Yeah.
I just have nothing but good things to say about our experience, and hopefully you felt the same way about it.
It doesn't really matter. Like,
You didn't really have much to say.
the whole goal here is to get married to one girl, not all of
I
you.
want to give you a chance to speak.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for our time together. I'm so grateful that you were able to pull me into a new comfort zone, honestly, to be able to express my feelings.
And this is why I'm not recording all of this, because this is
for,
just...
like, the sense of closure.
Ugh.
What kind of
Here, I'll even show you just a second.
led to me going?
it wasn't something where it's like, all right, tonight's the night that like I've got to have this conversation with Piper. You can't really control how your relationships progress with people, and that's probably what I would allude to. Just my relationship progressing that much further along with other women at that time, which is a hard conversation to have with somebody where it's like, you know, it's not you, it's me. It's like, who wants to hear that? And like, that was just the reality of our situation. It didn't make it any easier, but to have strung it out any longer wouldn't have been fair to you. So I just felt like instead of bringing your family out there and knowing that I was on the fence about where we stood, I just thought that it was the best time to have
You're
that
not his
conversation.
person. End of story.
Hi. I was happy that, you know, that she had come to that conclusion and that she was going to be closer to finding someone that she was compatible with if it wasn't me. But it was hard.
It still is.
Yeah, it was really hard for me too. And I felt being honest with you was the most respectful thing that I could do. I truly feel like I would have been doing you a disservice staying and not letting you explore relationships with women who could give you 110% certainty in what they had with you. And I hope that you're really happy and you found exactly what you were looking for.
I don't really know a woman that truly says within their heart, I'm happy you found what you're looking for. That is just code for like, can you please give me a little bit more attention? Like, I really wanted you to just, you know, pull me, grab me in, you know, kiss me, whatever. But then you get those girls that are like, oh, that was sexual harassment. So there's really no winning when it comes to how to communicate as a woman to a man. Like, sometimes you just have to be raw and open with your emotions, and if you're not, you're honestly going to have some sort of a resentment at some point in your life. And that's what's going to happen with a lot of these women, because they're afraid of their own commitment and their own love within their heart because of their outside of opinions, you know. It happened with Serena. Insecurities of other women that are going and sharing information to Matt when it should have just been within the group of the women, you know. So there's a lot of learning here that these girls have challenged themselves with, definitely. But I need to know, like, who did he choose? This is the $1 million question right now. Which of these 3 girls is he gonna choose, or is he gonna return home and like give that one girl a call? What was her name, that blonde one? I already forgot. God, she's so forgettable. Like, she's memorable, but she's forgettable all at the same time, you know. He could end up calling somebody like that if it doesn't work out with him on the show. How did we not see this part?
When you breathe, it's hot still.
I'm not kidding. What's...
My nose.
Tayshia, don't eat one of those.
I think Serena P had said it the best way. She's just like, Matt's really good at
Compartmentalizing.
Matt is really good at
Poor girl. Compartmentalizing. There goes your crown. Oh, shit. What was that? Your dress or your heel? Oh, and he's tripping. Okay, we're here for that. Oh, yeah, that's never a good idea. Oh. You know what? You probably deserve that. Yeah, I heard that one. That girl right there that I couldn't remember her name. Oh, that was brilliant. I'm falling head over heels for you. Oh my god. That's funny. They kind of remind me of Freddie got fingered, actually, the part that just happened. And Dad comes out screaming, God damn you, mother! You guys have to see yourself.
I don't understand, Matt. Why couldn't you stand up? Explain that to America. I don't get it.
Oh, man.
A great time, though. But I appreciate getting to know you, our talks, the entire thing, and going through this.
Yeah, this was a pretty fun season for sure.
Quite the experience.
It was.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
It was a wild season, but that's what you need. Like, this is TV. Come on, this is TV, you guys. You need drama. You need these girls, and they're crazy. Are we done? Is it over? Oh, what's going on? So not tomorrow then? So we'll come back on Monday? Okay. I guess we're coming back on Monday.
Will he leave Pennsylvania engaged? Don't answer that. But I do have an exclusive sneak peek. Here it is. For everyone who's been a part of this one, good night, everybody. Next week, Matt's journey to find love continues.
These women are incredible. I'm about to make one of the most important decisions of my life.
I will tell you that I am in love with you.
To find love.
I'm head over heels for you.
To find a wife.
I am so in love with you.
To leave this thing engaged. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't look down.
This week is Fantasy Suites, and I'm really excited to get to know Pat in a more intimate setting.
Every time I see you, I can't breathe. Feels like my heart is gonna explode.
I don't think I could have asked for a better experience.
I'm in love with Matt, and he's with another woman right now.
Yeah, that's gonna be the challenging part right there.
I can't do this anymore.
I just see her leaving.
There's still a lot of fear based on what I've seen in my family in the past. When I needed you, you weren't there.
Do you know what I went through with your mom?
I don't want you to make excuses.
No one is perfect, son.
I don't want to make those same mistakes that caused my family to be torn apart.
Feelings come and go.
You know, people fall in and out of love, and love is not the end all be all.
I feel like everything that I was working towards is starting to crumble. I don't know how to go on. How do you go on from there?
You okay?
No.
I'm not. I'm sorry, man. I'm very sorry.
That moment, I think Rachel walked away.
You know, if you can.
That's just my conclusion. Hypothesis. Prediction. I don't know. All I know is that I just feel like she left right after, like right before that moment had happened.